So you heard about adopts and you want to start making them. Well, you've come to the right place. Good morning, I am Lizzie, and today I'm going to be talking about adopts and how to start selling them. This video won't be about designing adopts themselves, but if you'd like to see that video, let me know in the comments down below. Adopts are pre-made character designs artists create to sell or trade for real-life currency, in-game currency, art, or really just anything in general. I started selling adopts around 2-ish years ago. Nowadays I don't make them as much anymore, but I know a thing or two about making and selling them. I want to start off by saying don't expect to sell your adopts just right off the bat, especially like pop design artists, aka popular design artists that sell their designs for 100 plus USD. I've never done that personally before and I wish that I could, but I just am nowhere near those artists. The only way you could sell adopts for like real life currency right off the bat for like a lot is to have an already established following on some sort of platform. When I started, I did not have that, so most of my adopts went for art or trade, and the highest I ever sold an adopt that I can like remember was like 50 to 70 USD. So just keep that in mind. The next thing you're gonna want to do if you haven't already is set up a PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App. I would recommend doing all three of them if you can, because it'll just open up more opportunities for more people to commission you for art or to buy your adopts from. The next thing you're gonna want to do is make a ToyHouse account. ToyHouse is a character storage platform where most artists sell their adopts and or store them. If you need a ToyHouse code, try asking a friend who already has a ToyHouse account to get one for you. Join a Discord server that is dedicated to giving out codes for it, or you can just ask in an art server, and most of the time there's going to be an artist to give you one. Once you have a code, you're all set to go ahead and make an account. ToyHouse might seem overwhelming at first, but trust me, once you know your way around, it's really easy. I'm not going to show you around the whole entire website because that's going to take forever, so right now I'm just going to show you how to make a character page, put them up for trade, and then how to transfer characters to different accounts once they're sold or claimed. To make a character profile, you want to head over to Submit and click Character. That will bring you to the page where you will put in all the info to start creating a character and selling them as an adopt. At the top of the page, it'll ask you to upload an avatar, and an avatar is just a profile picture of the character's page. So you can just add an image of your adopt or character you want and adjust the size of it until you're happy with it. Underneath that, in basic, it should already be selected as character, and just keep that as that. All the other options are not important right now because they have nothing to do with making adopts, so just ignore them for right now. After you've done those things, you can go ahead and title/name your adopt. I'd recommend naming what the adopt is and then saying adopt after it. For example, Strawberry Cat Adopt. You can also put what it's selling for or how you're selling it. The different abbreviations, adopters? I guess that term works, but I mean adopt creators. You know what? I give up. You're joking. Anyway, the different abbreviation adopt creators use are BTA, bid to adopt, OTA, offer to adopt, and UFO means offer to adopt, and in this case, not unidentified flying object. I learned that the hard way, so just by the way. There's a few other like EO entering offers, but that's for like people who already have had this character that they bought before and now they're entering offers on for other people to take up. So you can just say Strawberry Cat Adopt BTA, for example. It just lets people know that this character that they're seeing on the main page is an adopt that they can potentially buy. For now, don't worry about putting things in folders too, because it's just like a whole thing to make them. It's not like that complicated, but like it's kind of a whole thing, so maybe I'll make another video on that. Just don't worry about it. Then you can go ahead and add your tags. Tags will just be like things when people search up specific things. They'll search up like, oh, watermelon or strawberry. I don't know why I'm only thinking of fruits, but they'll search out these specific themes and character designs they're looking for, and it'll pop up characters with those tags connected to them. So it's really important for you to add those tags to every design that you make, or else if people search for them, they're not going to pop up. So if you're doing this strawberry cat design, make tags with like strawberry, cat, anime, furry if it's an anthro design, humanoid if it's a humanoid design, etc. The next thing you're going to want to do is give it a description. In the description, you'll also want to be putting how much the adopt is worth and or what you're going to be accepting for it. So you want to put the starting bid, aka SB, the auto buy, AB, and the minimum increase, which is MI. But that's only if it's for BTA, bid to adopt. If it's not, you can just put in what you're accepting. So if it's OTA, offer to adopt, you can put in like, oh, you're accepting art for the design, you're accepting money for the design, trades, etc. If you are doing like a bid for the adopt, you are gonna want to also put like, oh, make sure the starting bid is in a comment chain. Comment chains are just like, once somebody comments SB for the design, then anybody who wants to bid higher will reply to it instead of making a whole other comment and then it's just a mess. So yeah, just a note. So your description should look something like this, and if you also want to get some inspiration for what you think it should look like, you can go onto ToyHouse and go to other people's adopts and kind of see what they do. And then ignore everything else again and just scroll down to where you can see upload image. And then go ahead and choose the file that is your adopts, like drawing or whatever. And make sure the file isn't over 4, I think, megabytes, because it just won't upload if it is. If it is more than that, just take a screenshot of the photo and upload the screenshot instead. The screenshot will be way less, like megabytes or whatever it is, and it won't be as good of quality, but that's the only way you can do it, unless you want to get like a de-sizer app or something. Once you upload it, it'll take you to the page and it'll look something like this. And if it doesn't, you might have to go back and redo some of the steps. Yeah. Now, to get that little trade listing at the top corner, you will want to go over to the left-hand side and click Manage Character and Trade Listing. Once you do, it'll ask you some questions and you'll just answer what your character is and then click upload trade listing, or update trade listing, and you're all set for that. It'll pop up on your character. Now the next thing you're going to want to do is advertise your adopt. Go on to any social medias or Discord servers and make a little ad in those and just saying that you have like a really cool adopt for sale and that everybody should check it out, or like favorite it, share it, and stuff like that. Now, like I said at the beginning of the video, do not expect to sell it on the first day, or honestly don't expect to sell it at all, but don't let that get you down, because that is just how it is starting out. So just keep at it and you'll start selling designs and they'll just keep selling and selling and people will notice you more, and then maybe you'll become a pop design artist. Yay! I'll be rooting for you from a distance. I love you. Anyways, some other great things you can do to help promote your ToyHouse account on ToyHouse is like to be able to sell adopts so people can see them more, is to make art raffles, FTE art raffles, so free to enter art raffles. Or not FTE, it's F2E. F2E, not T, whatever. They say that they're free to enter, but most of them, like what you typically do is be like, oh, favorite this profile and go subscribe to me, or favorite this profile and my most recent adopt, and you'll be entered for this adopt raffle or art raffle or whatever it is. So they aren't technically free to enter, like they're still giving something to you to be able to enter this raffle, but they're not paying money. And so typically these situations are like a win-win, because people get the chance to get this free thing from you, and they're also giving you a sub and a favorite, so then they'll constantly be seeing your stuff when notified, and it'll share it to the popular page if it gets like enough favorites and stuff. So it's a win-win situation. They don't always work out, but most of the time they do. So do it. Okay, oh my god, you sold your first adopt on ToyHouse. Now how the freak do you transfer this character to the person who bought it? Like I'm asking you, could you help me please? I've been trying to do, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. To transfer a character to somebody else's page, what you want to do is go over to the left side of the page, click ownership, then transfer character. Once you do, it'll bring up like 2 little bars, and you want to write the username and underneath like the reason for your transferring it. So most of the time you can just put in the price that they paid for, or just say that it was an adopt. Or if you don't want to say anything, just put a space bar or an emoji. It doesn't really matter. You just need to put something right there for some reason. And once you're done, just click transfer character, and then it'll be in pending. And once the person accepts the transfer on their end, it'll go to their account and leave yours. And that's it. That's all I can think about right now. That's all the tips I have. Yay! I hope this video was able to help you guys start selling adopts on ToyHouse. And if you guys have any more questions or just you run into problems, just hit me down in the comments, punch me in the face, and I will punch you back with the answer. And if you guys want a more in-depth tutorial on how to use ToyHouse, I can also do that. I can like go into all of the features that I'm aware about and show all of those, but it'll probably be a longer video because there's a lot. And the characters being drawn in the background are a few of my adopts I've made recently, so if you like the way they look, maybe go check them out in my ToyHouse, or link in the description down below. And in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.